This is Kamera Points in the Bible, day number 94, 1 Samuel chapter 28 through 31. I'm going to go through the points as I present the summary. Uh, the Philistines. David is in Philistine territory, that is the enemy territory. He's been there for a year and 4 months. They're mobilizing. They're about to fight against Israel. So you have King Achash, the one who took David in, gave him the town of Ziklag. He tells David that him and his men are expected to help with this battle. David is all for it. He's like, I'm good with that. Now you get to see what we do. So the rulers of the Philistine rulers like, no way, we don't trust David, send him back, right? King Achash, he feels pretty bad, but he tells David, we're cool, but we're not going to need you in this battle. So David is pretty much, seemed like he's offended. He doesn't like that they're rejecting him, but David is in that state of mind where he just wants to be supportive. That's what it seems like to me. Guys, that's not a good idea for David to go against his own people, to fight against his own people. He was so disappointed. But guys, get this. Sometimes God will put a block up there so that we do not go in that direction. Or he might not let people be a part of something he's building because that's not what he wants. We get mad at people when they're not supportive. We get mad when things don't go our way. We get depressed. We get down. We get discouraged. Don't. God knows what he's doing. Not far after this, long after this, David is going to be leading those people. That's God's army. Everything David did was for the Lord. He's going to fight against God's army. I'm just saying, God put a blockage up there. So good thing he did not fight against. Don't be disappointed when things don't work out the way you wanted to. God knows what he's doing. He wants the best for you. So get this. Saul, he sees this huge army, the Philistines. He's been contacting God every way. He's not hearing from God in dreams. The ephod isn't working. Nothing is working. No prophets, no nothing. So what he does is he go and seek a medium. Yeah. So about that, guys, go to God with those problems. Don't go to no tarot reader, card reader. Don't go to no medium and psychics. Don't do that. God said no. Yes, those things are available, but God wants to trust him, not a medium. He don't. Not no psychic. We want things our way when we want them. And God is like, no, I need you to be patient and be obedient. Ask me for peace. Ask me for joy. Ask me for direction. And trust me. And so, yeah, Saul went. He didn't hear any good news. Samuel was raised and felt annoyed that that Saul would try and contact him. Heard that him and his sons and some Israelites were going to die that next day. Yeah, that didn't turn out well for Saul at all. But let's seek God for direction, guys, not them. Just be patient. That's God. He's there to give us what we need, the love, we need the joy, we need whatever we need to help sustain us. He's going to help us to endure. And so get this. Meanwhile, David, him and his boys head back to Ziklag. They get there. The raiders have come, taken their wives, their children, all their possessions, burnt down their town. Now they want to stone David. Now we were cool at one point. They were very supportive of David. Now they want to blame David and they want to stone David. Guys, David, he was hurting too. He lost everything. But you know what? David had to find encouragement in the Lord. That's what he had to do. He had to find encouragement in the Lord. That's what the word tells us. And we have to understand our husbands, our spouses rather, I said husband because it might be a guy watching, right? It's his wife. Our spouses, our children, our minister leaders, our people on our job, our best friends, our family, our parents. They can't help make us stay firm in God. They might be the ones that turn on us, right? Or we feel they turn on us. They don't understand like God understands. You need to be able to find your strength in the Lord yourself, your encouragement in the Lord yourself. They want to stone David. They were ace boon coons before. So listen, build that relationship with God. Nobody can make you stand firm in your faith. Nobody can. And the ones who you trust might be the ones that will hurt you. Then where are you going to go to? You could talk to God. He's always there. He'll give you the peace you need. He'll give you the joy you need. He'll give you the love or help you feel the love you need. He doesn't fail you. He might not give you everything you want. That's what we want. We want what we want. God gives you what you need. Find your strength in the Lord. Help him. Sometimes we have to fast. But do what you got to do to get that strength that you need. And so, after David encouraged himself in the Lord, he sought the Lord for direction, and God gave him what he needed. Even put a slave in his path, an Amalekite slave. He was an Egyptian slave he was an Egyptian who was a slave to Amalekites. And for some reason he got sick, and maybe they felt like he was heavyweight. I don't know. But they left him. David came upon them, gave him what he needed, and the guy led them where they needed to go. And he sought the Lord for direction. The Lord gave it to him and laid him right there. And they got everything, their families back, their possessions back. They didn't lose anything. And on their journey there, 200 men couldn't go any further. So there was 400 men who went and took everything back and destroyed the Amalekites. And so the ones they did, there were a few who escaped though. But on their way back, they met up with the other 200. You had some of David's men who was like, you guys didn't go with us into battle, so you just going to get your wives and whatever, right? Your children. Other than that, you don't get anything else. That's not how we roll. That's not how we roll. Whether 200 stay back or whoever stay back and whoever don't go, we share everything, share alike is divided appropriately. And so I love that about David, because the extra plunder, because the Amalekites, they plundered a lot of areas. David sent those other things to other parts of Judah who had been raided as well, sent them back some of the plunder. So I love the fact that David is a giver. We should not, our possessions that we get, if they get to a point we're afraid to lose them or share them, we need to learn, Lord, teach me how to share with what you blessed me with. If it get to a point where we hate to share, we hate to give, it's all for me. God don't want us like that. He don't want us to have that connection to the point to anything that will allow us to have us in a way that it's hard for us to let go. So, yeah, Lord, teach us how to give the way you want us to give. You don't want us those things to be to the point where we even hurt people's feelings about those things. So, yeah. So, guys, if you have any points not only that, there's more. Remember that fight that with the Philistines and the Israelites? Yeah, it was really bad. Saul and his 3 sons and a lot of the Israelites were killed in that battle, just like Samuel said would happen. Yeah, and then it was bad. But guys, there's points in the Bible. If there's anything that you'd like to add, please place them in the comments area. That's points in the Bible. Day number 94, 1 Samuel chapter 28 through 31. You have a God-filled blessed day.